Welcome everyone, it's week 6 of Daily Advanced Madden. Now, before we jump into the crazy highlights, we're going to take a quick look back at your week 5 highlight of the night. Starting off tied for third, it's going to be Miller of the 49ers with a great kick return. Look at him finding the seams, bringing in the blockers, and this part's tough. These three dudes closing in on him, but he finds the angles to get to the end zone. Now also coming in third place, Dree Bolt having a phenomenal season since being acquired from Buffalo, and watch the corner route hit with the upwards pass lead, the hezzy and the go. I think the footage doesn't do it justice, because when I saw it the first time, the stutter was just gorgeous. Great hezzy. Now, great user here. My jumper is green. Getting into the backfield. Big safety on Saquon Barkley. Now, final play of the day. Again, overwhelming favorite. It's gonna be J-Lou with the whoop through 5 guys to the end zone. Phenomenal highlight of the night. What an incredible job by J-Lou. Great stick work, phenomenal juke, and that earned pretty much a unanimous vote for your highlight of the night. 14 games played around the league. We have highlights for pretty much every one of them. 98% of our games getting played. Phenomenal work. Let's get to the highlights. Matt Cole with Kyle Trask and his Ravens into New Orleans to take on King X21 and his Saints. Nothing score. Opening drive of the ball game. It's going to be King X21 looking down the field, but Isaiah Simmons with a gorgeous play on the outside, sporting the number 21. Now here, just a gorgeous play design, had everybody going right to left except Alvin Kamara, who was left alone in coverage, and he gets to the end zone. It's 31-6. Of course, the Ravens going to be working hard the rest of the day, and Duvernay channeling his inner Tommy, and he's going to take it all the way to the house. That would make the score 31-13 at that point. Now here's Saints with the ball again, up 31-13, fourth quarter, looking over the top. Great play by Isaiah Simmons, able to track the deepest receiver, and coming up with the ball for Matt Cole's Ravens. Now, triplet in at quarterback, finds his way to trouble, gets hammered at the 4-yard line, and the Saints are going to pick up the ball to end that drive. Keep in mind, 31-26 at this point. Matt Cole's fought all the way back, has his timeouts, made a game of it, till Alvin Kamara with a sweet move at the 10-yard line brings them all the way to the 30-yard line of the Ravens. What a huge win in this one for King X21. Make the final 31-26. 4-1-2's Jags into Indianapolis to take on J-Rock and his Colts. Picking this one up, 21-7 for the Jags. Just playing great ball. Trey Lance has time in the pocket. He's going to step up, and he's met by the Jags defender. And look at the scoop by the big man. And we've seen some of these big dudes run out of steam in a big way. Will he make it? Let's go and make it. It was worth the trip for 4-1-2, bringing the win out of Indy for the Jags. Grand Marquis playing flawless ball, heads to New York to take on the Giants, and oh yeah, next. Both teams playing great ball coming into this one. Something's gotta give. Now Aaron Rodgers giving out the signals. He's gonna go play action, rolls to his right, takes a big hit, and the ball comes out. It's going to be Lorenzo Carter picking up the ball for the G-Men. Now, Patty Mahomes at the helm, nothing ball game. Hits Chubb in the flat, and what a gorgeous play. Getting around the defenders, and he's going to crib it all the way down for a Giants touchdown. Now, missing the extra point, 6-0 here. We've got the handoff up the middle. Great play by Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's not done there. Next drive, it's going to be Rodgers handing off to Helaire. And what a great job in tight spaces, making another one missing. Up the sideline for 7. It's going to be 14-6 for the Packers at that point. Mahomes dropping back, immediate pressure, and it's going to be Edmonds with the interception for the back. Fast forward 31-12, Mahomes looking to cut into the lead, and just a big hit right at the goal line, and would you believe it, Darnell Savage comes up with the ball, and he's going to run it all the way back, and that'll do it in this one. Grand Marquis keeps on rolling, make the final in this one, 36-20. Big NFC East matchup. It's gonna be Playing With You's Eagles heading to Washington to take on Mike Drop's football team. Here we have a little option bubble screen. It's gonna be Jalen Hurts choosing to throw it to the outside, and Charles Bay with a great cut in, and he's gonna get all the yards and make it 7-0 for the Eagles. I mean, Charles Bay was supposed to be a bust. He's playing good football for the Eagles. And speaking of playing good football, Tagovailoa into the end zone, cuts the lead in half, 14-7. Jalen Hurts looking to reply over the middle, tip drill. My goodness, this is like a pick 14. Would have been 7 for the Eagles, but instead, oh, look at these chasers! Look at these chasers! That's a huge play by Miles Sanders, and it was actually a giant play because they ended up not getting into the end zone at all, and then next Eagles score is going to make it 21-7. Still can't get over that hustle by Miles Sanders. Phenomenal job. Now Hurts back to pass, surveying the field, finds a corner route, and there's Charles Bay again with the 7. Playing With You up in his game. Huge win in Washington. Make the final 28-7. With the Vikings struggling, they head to Chicago to take on the Bears, and my jumper is green. Picking things up, 14-0 Bears, playing some great ball, getting after Danny Dimes early, and here it's going to be Russell Wilson rolling to his right, and just a gorgeous dot up the sideline. Possession catch drags the feet, 28-0 when Dalvin's like, finally give me the ball. Danny's garbage, just hand me the rock, and he makes no mistake. He's up the sideline, and that'll cut the lead into a quarter. It's 28-7 when Justin Jefferson gets behind the defense, taps the toes at the back of the end zone, cuts the lead in half, 28-14, but put on the Tyreek Hill show. Last thing you want to do is be in man-to-man. I don't care if you're 95 speed crossing. You're dealing with Tyreek, and he is fast. And he's not done there. One more time over the top, and that'll seal it. My jumper is green with a great game on this day. Make the final 53-35. We've seen a lot of these logos in the news lately. It's the Lions and the Rams. In this case, it's Joey flying out to LA to take on Snap Crackle and his LA Rams. Rams opening possession, looking for the slant underneath. But so was the Lions secondary. They jump the route, get all the way in the end zone to make it a 7-0 game. And that was short-lived, because here we go. Kickoff to the end zone. Snap Crackle, we know he's got the stick skills. No mistake there. Phenomenal job finding all the gaps and the holes. And he's off to the races. And it's a 7-all ball game at that point. Now picking things up, 14-10. It's going to be Rams with the ball. Looking up the middle of the field. J.P. Beal hanging on at the back of the end zone for the big touchdown. Now, looking to reply, Thomas Rogers has a man in motion. He's going to be looking over the middle, and just watch this gorgeous pass lead to his halfback, and that's a good for 7, getting the Lions back in front. Now, picking it up, the Rams overtake the lead once more. It's 24-19 here when they go play action, cancel it early, have a man, get him behind, and it's gonna be Hall hauling it into the end zone for a 45-19 lead at this point. Now, Thomas Rogers looking to fire up the squad with a gorgeous pass, and what a job after the catch. Staying out of trouble, that would get him to 45-33. Needing a stop here, Rams over the middle, and that's the ball game. A great outing for Snap Crackle on this day as the Rams get the win over Joey and his Lions. Sith and his Bengals looking to mount a streak after a big win versus the Browns last week. They head to Las Vegas to take on King Cube and his Las Vegas Raiders. Nothing, score in the red zone. Here we are, it's going to be Stafford looking to his right, tipped, caught. Oh, if I'm Sith, I don't even know.
Good, smart reaction from Guppy.
Now he would regain composure, 7-all now. This time more of a traditional touchdown where it just goes into the receiver's hands at the back of the end zone. My goodness, the zones are just broken in goal line defense. Like, I mean broken. Here, speaking of broken, look at this broken tackle, followed by some sweet stick skill. And Sith is only down 7 here. Raiders needing a score. Dial it up for the Ruggs. And Ruggs coming in with a big catch. Now here, closing out the ball game. It's 31-24. Bengals needing a play. And it's going to be the Raiders undercutting the throw, and that'll seal it. What a juke by the Raiders. King Cube showing up huge in this one. Make the final 38-24. It's Blitz and his Texans flying to Denver to take on the best wide receiving core in the league. Let's see what happens when he takes on Javon and his Broncos. Blitz with the ball. He's going to be backing up with Love, and gorgeous corner route. It's going to be a quick 7, making it 28-21 at this point. Putting the man in motion for the little jet sweep, and it's going to be Davante Adams off to the races. No one's going to catch him. 35-21 at that point, and that's where we pick it up. It's going to be the Titans with the ball once more. Davante Adams having a day, and that'll seal it. Denver red hot coming into this one, but the Texans putting out the fire as they're heating up themselves. Big win today for Blitz in Denver. Tommy Two Beers acquiring Lamar Jackson and going on a bit of a heater right now. Well, what a test he's got today in Ryan and his Seattle Seahawks. Nothing, ball game. Lamar at the helm. Has a couple of drags on the go. Nothing available deep. It's Tony, and my goodness, what a great job using the blockers, finding the lanes. And he trucks into the end zone. Big 7 for the Cards. Now 14-7 here. It's going to be Lamar dropping back to his left. Steps up, looking to make a play with the feet, and it's a big hit by the Seahawks. And the man's not touched. Look at those lazy white jerseys. Man laying on the ground. Nobody put a finger on him. And it was 7 for the Seahawks. But they would reply. CFL great Alex Singleton now playing with the Cards. And he's going to step it up to about the 5-yard line. That tackle was huge, though, keeping him out. Not able to get any points on that drive. And here, it's going to be Hawkins up the sidelines, cuts in, cuts out, great play. What a long run. Hawkins does it again. It's 24-21 for the Seahawks. Cards needing to make a play, 2:55 on the clock. Nobody covering on the outside, but it don't matter, it's Amir. Whoa, my goodness, making plays, getting off of people, and nobody gonna catch him now. Great job by the Seahawks. Tommy with a great showing today. Tight ball game. Ryan's able to prevail. 31-28 in Seattle. I looked hard, and if I missed anything, I apologize to the moon and back, but here's a look at some of the games that we don't have highlights for. Great showing by Port City, but in the end, Unstoppable prevails. Make the final 17-14 Tennessee. A huge AFC North win in this one for the Browns and CJ Reigns. Oh baby, what a ball game in Tampa. Make the final 35-31 Tampa Bay. A tight ball game in this one. Carolina on top. Make the final 27-21. Zona and the Chargers flying across the country to Arrowhead to take on Connor and his Chiefs. Both teams red hot coming into this one. Something has to give, and it's going to be Deshaun Watson giving a beautiful pass over the middle, and the Chiefs are up 7. Herbert running stick finds a tight end who sits down over the middle. Great 7, and that's exactly where we pick it up. It's going to be a run by Zeke, and great job pulling it to the outside, able to evade the defender. Down 7, the Chargers looking for a reply. It's going to be Herbert putting a man in motion and dropping back to pass. Sees a corner route, and what a job as well. Great stick work to make it a 7 on the play. 14 all. Deshaun Watson under a light box is going to drop back and throw into coverage. What a gorgeous user lurk by Bobby Wagner. Phenomenal play. I don't know. This is a great question. Could he have cribbed that? He intentionally went out with 1 second left to ensure the field goal. Headsy play. I wonder if he could have made it though. Now, that being said, next possession in the third quarter, it was going to be a huge pick for the Chiefs, who made a field goal out of it to go 20-17. 2:30 left in the fourth quarter. Game on the line. Herbert in the gun under pressure from Vita Vea. Finds a man against the cover 2 on the out route. That was just gorgeous. And on a 4th and inches, game on the line. What a contest at Arrowhead. 27-20. Zona and the Chargers coming out on top. An amazing week 6 at Daily Advanced Madden. So many tight ball games, exciting throughout. Now, with that being said, let's take a look at some of the individuals who came out as the top performers in our Players of the Week. Starting things off is going to be Russell Wilson. 16 of 16 for 459 passing yards with 6 passing touchdowns. Incredible performance by the Chicago pivot. On the defensive side of the ball in the NFC, it's going to be Troy Sanders. Little bit of Paulamu, a little bit of Bob Sanders. What a great player. 5 tackles, 2 interceptions, and 2 touchdowns for Mike Drop's football team. Now in the AFC, Davante Adams, you saw some of those highlights. 4 receptions, 135 receiving yards, 3 receiving touchdowns. Great day on the outside for Davante Adams. Now, in the defensive side of things for the Las Vegas Raiders, Trayvon Mullen, 5 tackles, 4 interceptions, and a touchdown in a huge win for King Cube and his Raiders. It's that time. Let's look at the best plays of Week 6 in your nominees for Highlight of the Night.
It downfield when he didn't have it, just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They find some open field here. 20. Touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. He's at the 30. Look at him go inside the 30.
There were several nominees that just somehow the volume did not register, so make sure in your settings that you have Brandon and Charles turned up if you do want to be part of Highlight of the Night. Amazing nominees to choose from. Make sure you leave your vote in the comments section below. For our question of the day, gonna ask you, how many trades do you think a team should be allowed to have in one season? Many leagues have a maximum. What is the number that makes sense most to you? And for everybody at Daily Advanced Madden, I'm kmac33, thanking you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you tomorrow with Week 7.